important to your well-being.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Wake and Bake Morning Motivation and Vibes with your host, Almighty. And of course, this is the Bruh Talk channel, home of positivity, LA's new home of positive vibes. Hit that subscribe button if that sounds good to you. Right now, we're getting a little edification, a little motivation, starting our day off right. I know this is Saturday, see the energy is a little low. Everybody's been turning up or whatever Friday, so, just come in with me. Let's get to it.
To be in devoted pursuit of those outcomes, what habits, projects, key skills, and activities need to be prioritized? What small incremental shifts in behavior or routine need to start compounding? What new beliefs or mindsets need to be reinforced through affirmations and reflection? You will need to tear down the old way of just reactively allowing each day to unfold and mindlessly following where you felt nudged. Those unstructured, unintentional days are dream killers that lead to coasting, not compounding. If you want to make the most of each rotation of the earth, you have to become the intentional sculptor of how you spend those 24 hours. Which means you will need to get a lot more militant about defending your time from distractions and toxic influences that can derail you. That social media notification can wait. Those alluring video games will still be there months from now when you have achieved something meaningful.
Oh, wow.
And that extra hour of sleep will only really rob you of getting your task list conquered early. You have to become so hyper-focused that giving into momentary temptations that conflict with your visions is simply not an option your mind will entertain. No is no end of story. Your intensity and hunger has to burn so ferociously. That momentary discomfort's like hustling through fatigue. Just get incinerated by your determination. Because every single day that you do, let those distractions and temptations throw you off track is a day that moves you now closer to living out those vivid visions dancing in your mind's eye. It's a day lost in the quagmire of stagnant sameness and chasing temporary highs that leave you unsatisfied.
No missing, no chances.
But when you finally get a taste of taming those distractions and harnessing each day towards measurable progress on your life's ambitions, that feeling is addictive.
Yep.
There's nothing more fulfilling than closing out a day where you gave your absolute bucket of blood,
This is true.
sweat and grit to being the intentional architect of your legacy.
This is true.
To push through unavoidable obstacles and adversity to still find a way to make that day count by stacking another brick of progress.
This is true. I always say it's not fun. The reason you get bored is because you're experiencing the same thing for too long. So you need something to switch it up. So, you only enjoy your bed when you had a full day of work. Your bed feels like heaven. If not, your bed feels just like, it feels annoying, feels boring. Like you want to do something, you want to get out of it, right? That same bed you want to get out of is the same bed you want to run to when you just got up work tired. So you only value rest when you actually work. You only value work when you actually rest. You know what I'm saying?
Stacked on that foundation makes the ones after it exponentially easier. Because when you capture the intoxicating momentum of making day after day count towards clearly defined outcomes, it creates a tidal wave of energy and belief that starts
Welcome,
through any resistance
Pascal.
in its path.
Welcome.
Gone is the constant cycle.
Welcome
of
to Bruh
motivation
Talk, the home of positivity,
and
man.
fatigue
Hit that subscribe
plagues
button.
those who
Welcome.
just work in inconsistent, haphazard bursts. Gone is the second guessing over whether you are focusing your limited time on the right activities for the biggest impact. You will find yourself getting consumed in a flow state of hyper-focus on your craft and constantly iterating to find the highest leverage opportunities for growth. Rather than vaguely wondering if you're drifting off course, you will have the affirming check-in every night of, yes, I moved massively closer to my vision.
Welcome, MG.
And when you stack those
MGK.
intentionally maximized days and weeks, months in.
Welcome to the family, man.
You're measurable progress
Pascal
on your vision.
Ngolo.
My goodness.
Welcome to the
The
family.
results are staggering.
Appreciate the subscription,
Far
man.
beyond what most people ever achieve in their lives. Because while conventional wisdom believes masterpieces transpire in strokes of luck or overnight success, you will know the real secret. that any extraordinary feat or ambition gets accomplished through the mundane? Day-to-day commitment of simply making each rotation of the earth an opportunity for compounding progress.
Fact.
No skipping steps.
Fact.
No succumbing to distractions.
Fact.
Just steady, imperfect, but gritty forward strides, 24 hours at a time.
Good morning,
That's
James.
how you will author the greatest masterpiece of all. The
What's up,
remarkable
Fawad?
life story of someone who refused to accept conventional limitations, of a human being who looked the temptations of idleness, comfort.
Fawad, we're talking about basically making every day count. You know what I'm saying? Putting in effort every day towards what you believe in. It doesn't matter what anybody else believes in, just what you believe in. Putting in that effort and grinding. That's what makes that day feel worth it. You know what I mean? Living every day like it's your last. You dig?
But please do not mistake the difficulty of this path. There will be days, maybe even weeks, where it feels hopeless and the urge to revert back to your old ways will scratch and claw at your willpower. The distractions and temptations will temporarily regain their alluring sheen, causing you to doubt whether being a daymaker is really worth the sacrifice of constant self-discipline and rejection of fleeting pleasures.
I felt that
When
way.
that darkness seeps in,
I felt that
you
way.
must have the self-awareness to realize it for what it is. The final gasps of your old, unproductive path of least resistance, seeking self, terrified of you fully stepping into your potential. A mind wrestling with letting go of the comfortable certainties in pursuit of the extraordinary possibilities ahead. So when those moments strike, do not give in and do not retreat. Reconnect with the reasons you committed
Good morning,
to making
Delay.
each day meaningful.
Welcome
in
to the
first
stream.
place.
Welcome to the stream.
Dig in your heels and stand tall in the belief that you are in this moment altering the reality of your greatest visions and ambitions. Then flip the switch from doubt and pain to gratitude and conviction, and let that make you even hungrier to maximize what's left of this day.
Somebody asked me a question yesterday. They were like, are you happy with the way your life was going right now? I'm like, nah, I wish I had made the move that I'm making right now sooner. But everything is happening the way it should. One thing that we all need to understand about this life is that no matter how you think you can make changes, whatever you're doing, you're on the path you're supposed to be on. Everything is happening just as it should. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just keep going forward. As long as you keep moving forward, you're never quitting. By the way, welcome to the Wake and Bake. It's Morning Motivation and Vibes. I'm your host, Allmighty. This is the Bruh Talk channel, LA's home of positive vibes. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, because we react to trending topics and some more stuff and morning motivations, all that, hit that subscribe button. Let's get back to this.
Life's journey unfolds. You will feel that euphoric level of control over your own destiny that most people never tap into. And you will carry it with you in your radiant energy until the very last day this world has to offer. So if you are ready to join me on this deeply rewarding path of cramming each 24-hour cycle with maximal purpose, passion, and progress, now is the time to make that decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, right here in this present moment.
Hey, I'm with that.
Look inside and ask if you are finally prepared to shed every last excuse, every last stumbling block, and every last story about why you cannot start living with intense urgency and intention. Summon the courage and conviction to commit to this philosophy with every fiber of your being. Then wake up tomorrow encompassed by that empowering decision, which transforms into relentless daily action. From that day forward, steadfastly refuse to dilly-dally your life away into the forgettable abyss of idleness. Instead, rise up and treat every new morning as the remarkable blank canvas it truly is. A pristine opportunity to offer your legacy through the remarkable power of making that day one filled with purpose, growth, and compounding progress towards your vision. Do that, and I promise your life story will be one worthy of being etched into the halls of greatness. A tale of inspiration that blazes a trail for others to follow your path of cramming each waking breath with meaning and constant evolution. The ultimate example is someone who simply refused to let their potential be limited by accepting the ordinary.
Giraffe,
So if that sounds
it
like
is.
the story you want written about your one shot at this life, then join me in embracing the transformative philosophy of making every day count. Come alive alongside me in the thrilling knowledge that we are intentional architects crafting remarkable legacies, one maximized day at a time. The path will be arduous with many failures and tests of will.
Giraffe, yeah, it has recently, but I have 5 channels, and this is the one that actually goes that this works with. The rest are just they work better with the other things. But yeah, it does. I go live like 2 to 3 times a day. Yeah, it does.
Outcomes you crave. Make this day count by committing your entire life. Course towards intentionally investing your time and energy with extraordinary purpose. Then wake up tomorrow and make that new day count as well. And the next after that, allowing this habit of
like
daily
today,
mastery
basically,
and growth to snowball into an unstoppable life momentum.
See,
Before
what we're doing right now, I love this. This right here is exactly what we need right here for this morning. I know it's Saturday, some people like to relax. Whatever you're doing, you still got to do it with your full zest, man. Do it with gusto. You know what I'm saying? Do it with your chest. You feel me? You know what I mean? That's basically what he's trying to say, man. Live every day to the fullest, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, if anything happened that day and it was your last day, you would be completely comfortable with that outcome. You know what I'm saying?
reject the conventional path of idleness and make this one wildly productive, intentional, purpose-filled day that stacks another brick on our ultimate vision. Who's with me? Who's ready to finally start making every day count?
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. So, hey, man, that was the general motivation, man. Just to start up the day, you know, starting up the day a little motivated, a little nice, you know what I'm saying? One thing I definitely picked up from all that he was saying, you know, because I have, of course, when I you know, I react to these things. We don't just listen to them. I like to put in my 2 cents. You know what I mean? I always say when it comes to taking in information, it's not about, you know what I mean, just blindly listening to anything. It's what actually, what synchronizes with you. Like whatever you know, what you feeling from that. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily just take everything the person says, because sometimes you might not, you know, everything might not be for you. But from what I'm understanding from what he's saying is every day you have to put in that effort. Every day you go in, forget what happened yesterday. It's like, if I did one yesterday, I did one yesterday. That's yesterday. It doesn't really matter. I got in today. I'm freshly born. This is a whole new day. I'm a whole new human being. There's a philosophy that I learned when I was in college. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, I went to college for biology. There's a philosophy that they have. One of the philosophies is that every day, basically, because your body is constantly losing cells, you know, and gaining new cells. So your body's constantly, this is happening. And this is what cancer is when that operation gets out of whack. You know, whatever that, you know, that signal that's sending it to stop making too many cells. You know what I'm saying? This is how cancer, you know, that little thing is what fucks it up. Anyway, long story short, every day, you know what I'm saying, you wake up, you know what I'm saying, you shower, all that good shit, those are new cells. So technically you getting born anew every day. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, you know, some people see there's a whole philosophy about that kind of stuff where people believe they're being born anew every day. So every day is a fresh day for you. Fresh philosophy, fresh ideas. What happened yesterday might be the foundation for today, but it doesn't fucking matter because, okay, well, now we standing in on this foundation. What the fuck can I build from this foundation so I can get, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about yesterday. Focus on today and grind it in. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, just do everything you do literally just with the idea that it might be your last. Like I always make reference to the movie Final Destination. And I don't know if anybody has seen Final Destination. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen Final Destination, you know, you can understand like life is that unpredictable. So a lot of us, we live with that guarantee in our mind, like, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow is going to be there. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So every day you have, every second you have to live it like as though it might be. Or like it's a hard concept to wrap your head around because everything in society is telling you, tomorrow is guaranteed. Tomorrow is guaranteed. But reality is, you know what I'm saying? So we're talking right now. Some people are, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you just never know. You got to live your life to the fullest, man. You know what I'm saying? Going into the day, today is Saturday over here in LA. You know what I'm saying? It's early in the morning. We still in like, it's what? It says 5:56 and everything's still fresh. You know what I mean? So, hey, wherever you are, I don't know where everybody's watching that. You can comment, you know, let me know where you're watching from, you know, what time it is. Over here it's in the morning. That's why I called it the wake and bake. You know, I got my blunt. I'm not showing it to the camera too much, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, let's get some more motivational words, man. You know what I mean? Let's start the day off a little bit more. You know what I mean? Let's get some more. All right. Oh, by the way, as I said, this is the Wake and Bake Morning Motivation and Vibes with your host Almighty on the Bruh Talk channel. LA's home of positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? So if that sounds like something you know, sounds like interesting to you, you catching vibes, you're enjoying yourself so far, you trying to start motivated. All positive vibes. It's a positive vibes channel. Everything we do, reacting to trending topics. You know, sometimes we listen to music, you know, all that good stuff. Everything is done from a positive vibe perspective. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and tap in with your boy. Now, let's look for some more motivational stuff because, you know, it's morning motivation. All right. Let's see. Oh, I step into confidence.
I hope you.
I want to hear this guy. I've not listened to him in a while. It's 9 o'clock where Jaskaran is.
AI is the biggest wealth.
It's not.
I hope you.
It's in Jaskaran. Hold on. Let me communicate with y'all before we start this. It's 4 p.m. in Europe. Oh wow. Damn. Well, good evening. Nima, he said, "Happy birthday, Jin. Happy birthday, Jinda Koskos." From your friend Nima. I drive a 2002. Okay. Talk about Trump. I did that. Check my previous stream. I have 2 streams. I did that literally yesterday. Go subscribe to the channel. Check my channel. I did a whole, check that out. I did 2 different streams on that. You know what I'm saying? So catch up. All right.
All ready to really fill your mind with phenomenal ideas. Look here for a minute. Put this up, Scott. I want you to really soak this up. Just think this. You can create your own economy.
What?
That's an absolute fact. That you can create your own economy.
Okay.
We're going to talk this week about this stuff. It's called money.
I need that.
Most people want it and haven't got it.
What's up, Nick?
I'm going to talk to you about how to get it. Because you can have all the money you want. A man sat down with me in 1961 and he put an R on a sheet of paper. Then he put 3 letters down beside it. He said, Bob, let that R represent results, and the H and W's, that's happiness, health, and wealth. Then he asked me, he said, do you think I'm a happy guy? I thought, yeah, I'm pretty happy. I said, he said, have you ever seen me sick? I hadn't admit I hadn't. He said, have you ever seen me when I was broke? I hadn't admit I hadn't. This guy always had a roll of this stuff. Always. And that was the first thing that caught my attention because I never had any. Now this is in 1961. Gas, you could buy gas 40 cents a gallon. So I was always looking for $2 to get some gas. Mm-hmm. We'd always buy 5 gallons a gallon. Never filled the tank up. Never had enough money to. I was always broke. And he said,
yes, I know that.
Why don't you change your results? He said, you're going to be one of the most miserable people I've ever met.
Never unlock was good.
I was not happy.
Welcome back.
He said, you're always sick and you're always broke. Now, he was being kind. I was actually earning $4,000 a year at the time, but I owed $6,000. I owed everybody in his brother money.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Because I never had any money.
That's crazy. Welcome, BL Gaming.
It would all be gone. And he said, why don't you change that? It never entered my mind that I could. It really didn't. And I think there's a lot of people like that. We'd get up, just go to work, and hope things would get better. He said, do you ever read anything?
What's up, Vanessa?
I said, no, I can't read. Now, that wasn't true. I could, not well, but I could. I've since found out I read about as well as most people. Most people read at about a grade 7 level. And that's because we learned to read by the time we're in grade 7, and we never improve upon the skill from that point on. Well, he said, why don't you take this book and read it? This is Think and Grow Rich. And he told me, he said, if you read this book every day, do exactly what I tell you, you can have anything you want. Well, I did not believe that. But you know something? I believed he believed it. And so I decided I was going to listen to him.
Man, I thought this man about to give us some motivational words. He out here talking about his book. No offense to bro. Shout out to bro. He be having some deep stuff sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Oh, shit. Wake up and work hard. Let's get it. Fuck this time on.
My new book,
Why everybody try to sell a book today,
bro? Can earn 6 figures from home with a simple bookkeeping business.
All right.
Do something different the next 90 days than you did the last.
All right, man. Hit that subscribe button,
Like
man.
picking up the books to read.
You hear that?
Do something different, like the new health disciplines.
Hold on. Let's start this again. I don't think you all heard that. Listen.
Do something different the next 90 days than you did the last 90 days. Like picking up the books to read. Do something different, like the new health disciplines. Relationship with your family, whatever it is, doesn't matter how small it is. You'll
Something
start
different.
Different things with the same circumstances. Since we cannot change the circumstances, but we can change ourselves. We can change what we do. Then he gave me another secret to success when he said, what you have at the moment, Mr. Rohn, you've attracted by the person you've become. What you have at the moment, you've attracted by the person you've become. Few little simple principles.
That thing he just said, what you have at the moment, you've attracted by the person you become, is similar to the concept of what I was saying on yesterday's stream. So check it out if you haven't seen it. And what I was saying was basically, every thought that you've had, you ever had, is what's created the reality you've ever experienced. So even those little doubts that you had in your mind, that's exactly what you experiencing. So I feel like if you able, this is my belief, by the way. This is like my theory, my hypothesis. All right. If you can clear your mind and only think happy thoughts, not saying that completely only happy things will happen to you, because you're human and doubt will still come into your mind every now and again. I feel like if you can clear your mind and think positive thoughts, you would only experience positive things for two reasons. One, the universe is going to attract it to you. And two, your perception. You're only going to be seeing positive shit because that's all you're thinking about. So everything is going to be positive. No matter what's happening to you, you're only going to see the positive side of it. You know what I'm saying? But this is just my theory. I could be wrong. Shit. What do I know?
Once you understand these, it starts to explain so much. Now sometimes it's a little tough to take, blaming yourself instead of the marketplace. Taking responsibility instead of putting it off on someone else. That transition sometimes is a challenging mission. And this one was a little tough for me. She'll say, here's the secret, Mr. Rohn. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
Big facts.
Once I got that, it turned my life around. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
That's hard right there. Did you hear that? Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's hard. That concept right there is because a lot of people do invest their time more in, saying their 9 to 5s. People want to live a comfortable life. People want to, make sure they're comfortable when they retire and stuff, right? So their focus is more on their job or whatever their profession is, as opposed to, I'm not saying some people's jobs are actually their passion, but most people is not. That's just not the case, right? So the goal now is to focus more on yourself, grow more of yourself than grow that job. You know what I'm saying? That job is just there to take care of the bills if that's what you had it there for originally. Don't start getting comfortable in that mindset of, oh man, if I keep working and going up, at least the money going. Nah, fuck that. You had dreams of doing this and this and that before. You still want to do that. You just wanted to pay the bills now. Take care of the bills. Still do that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get comfortable. We get really comfortable when shit get, you know what I'm saying? Because we always worried about that immediate gratification, that immediate, problem we have. But sacrificing the long run thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yes, you're supposed to be focusing right here, but you're supposed to really be focusing on your goal. You know what I'm saying?
He said, if you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune.
You heard that? Sheesh.
If you would have
That's
known me
hot.
at age 25, you would have said, Jim Rohn's a hard worker. If you'd have known me, you'd have said that. I'm the guy, I don't mind coming a little bit early, staying a little bit late, I don't mind that. You said, well, Jim Rohn's a hard worker. You say, well, how come he's got pennies in his pocket and nothing in the bank and behind all his promises? Well, I was a hard worker, but I was working hard on my job, not on myself. I'm telling you, if you'll learn that simple little principle and start the process today, latest tomorrow, give you tonight to think about.
Big facts.
And start this whole process of personal development, work on yourself, make
Peter
yourself
says,
more valuable to the
start
marketplace.
trading.
I'm telling you, you can so dynamically
That's what you're trying to get
change your
into.
income, and economics is the least of the values that you can start earning in terms of equity. If you'll start working harder on yourself than you do.
Welcome, Elena.
Work hard on your skills.
Hit that subscribe
Work
button.
hard on yourself and develop the graces.
Join the most positive
All
channel
of
on
the stuff
YouTube.
necessary to become more valuable to the marketplace. I'm telling you,
At least
your
that's the
whole life
goal.
can explode and change. Promotions, no problem. Becoming more valuable to the company, I'm telling you, no problem. Money, no problem. Economics, no problem. Future, no problem. You just go to work on the right thing. Not get things out there to change. Don't try to change the seed. Don't change the soil. Don't change the sunshine. Don't change the rain. Don't change the mix of seasons. Let the miracle of everything that's available work for you. Start working on the inside. Work on your philosophy. Work on your attitude. Work on your personality. Work on your language. Work on the gift of communication. Work on all of your abilities. And if you'll start making those personal changes, I'm telling you, everything will change.
Someone, I heard this, I can't remember where I heard this, but since I heard it, it's clicked in me. The only thing that you can change in this world, the only thing that you can actually change, only thing, is you, your body, your mind. Like this is the only thing you can change. That's the only thing you have control over. That's the way they put it. The only thing you have control over in this fucking planet, in your existence, is this thing that you came in with. You can't control shit else. What does that mean? Meaning you can put in all the hard work, you can do all the work from this body, and it can still not come back in return to you. So you put in that hard work out, doesn't mean you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can put out good and back can come your way. You know what I'm saying? All you can control is how you react to it. All you can ever control is this. You can't change anything outside. You're not nature. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have that power. You know what I mean? And people that focus on doing that, they end up, it doesn't really go well. All you can change is this. So when you change this, right, you should be good. And that's basically coupling in what he's talking about.
So Mr. Shelf, over a 5-year period before he died at age 49, taught me some extraordinarily simple things.
Oh, what the heck? It chose a good, interesting time to put up. What's it called right there?
Introducing the filter sword.
Nah, we good.
So he only went to the 9th grade school. Never finished high school, never went to college, never went to university. So he put his ideas and his experiences in very simple language, which I think for me, you know, a kid from the farms of Idaho, that simplicity was so important. Because if it would have been technical, I'd have missed it. If it would have been mystic, I would have back to what?
Chillin said, you can change somebody's opinions and somebody's thoughts by sharing information. Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is share information and not try to convince them. You know, some people try to shove information down your throat. And I'm like, bro, all you need to do is just, hey, it's here. You know what I'm saying? And those that, you know what I'm saying, that are supposed to get to that information will get to that information one way or another. The universe has a way of doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Right. But it was just basic, blunt, ABC, familiar stuff that I hadn't thought of before. And he did start to remind me, and those ideas changed me. Mr. Shelf was the one, and I said, no, this is all they pay. He said, you've been working 6 years, Mr. Rohn, how come you're not doing better? And I said, this is all the company pays. He said, well, that's not true. I said, no, this is not a paycheck. This is all the company pays. He said, no, this is all the company pays you. I thought,
oh shit.
that's a new way to look at it.
That's
right?
true. That was
He
interesting.
said, doesn't the company pay 2, 3, 4, 5 times this amount to other people? I said, well, yes. He said, well, then this is not all the company pays. It's all they pay you. And if you qualified, wouldn't your income grow 2, 3, 4, 5 times? I said, I suppose. So he said, you don't have to work in the company. You have to work on you. See, that was the
That's
beginning
deep.
of what he called the phrase personal development.
Personal development.
I told him things cost too much. He said, no, you can't afford them. I thought, well, that's a new concept. I hadn't thought about it. You know, we put some of the valuable things on the high shelf.
Man, appreciate you chilling for tuning in, man.
If you want the things on the higher shelf, you got to stand on the books you read.
Yeah, there ain't no accidents, chiller. You already know that. Everything happens. There's no such thing as coincidences in the universe. Everything happens for a reason at the time it's supposed to
And here's
happen.
the most important one. Success.
Man, appreciate you. Hit that
is
subscribe button
something
though if
you
you haven't.
attract by the person you become. See, that phrase changed my life.
Go back. I missed that.
Success is something you attract by the person you become. Success is not something you pursue. It's like chasing a butterfly, you can't quite catch it. Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person.
Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person. You have to become that thing. And that's what I was saying. I have this theory I just came up with recently, this analogy I came up with recently, right? Someone was talking about, I was talking about how you need to work on your mind, right? And someone was talking about, so all you need to do is just work on your mind. That's all you're going to do, just work on your mind. They were saying it sarcastically, right? And I said, look, this is the analogy I gave him. I said, once you know what you want to do and you're sure what you want to do, that feeling, that guarantee, sureness, that whatever it is, that motivation, that is the innards. So whatever your goal is not alive right now. It's not. It's in another dimension. It's in your thoughts, right? You want to bring it to this dimension, this reality, right? So guess what? You have to give it material form. Just like ghosts and all that shit, they can't operate in this form. They need flesh. They need all that good stuff. So now, how is that created? When we're talking about your goals and ambitions, right? Boom. That desire you have is the core of that being you're about to create, which is the innards, right? You know, I'm talking about the internal organs and shit. Now, your actions are the skeleton. You dig what I'm saying? Which house the innards, which house the internal organs to that your goal, that your dream that you materializing, right? And then lastly, time is what puts meat on them bones. So all I'm saying is, all you need to do is know what you want to do, start doing it. Don't wait, right? You can't give time before you put the bones type shit. Like flesh without bone, that shit is just gonna fall. So you need to start doing something immediately. Once you know what you want to do, start doing something, and then time will add flesh to that. Basically, give it a material. You get what I'm saying? And this is how you create. Now, depending on how much time passes, now you know what I'm saying. Now, how much growth, I guess, or how much work you're putting in. That being, that flesh becomes either fat, it gets fatter and all that good shit. You get what I'm saying? You materializing your goal into reality. You get what I'm saying? That's my logic with it. Don't wait for nobody. Once you know what you want to do, start doing it on the level that you at. No matter what it is, bro. No matter what it is, once you just know that thought right there. Once you're sure, start doing it. Whatever way, whomever way, do that shit right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And with time, it's going to get better. That's just it.
See, those were new concepts to me. I'm just working hard trying to make a living. Here's what he said to me. This changed my life. I got a chance to teach this in Moscow and across Russia. 3 visits, now the 4th. Here's what Shove taught me. Profits are better than wages. Nobody taught me that in high school.
Profits are better than wages.
Nobody taught me.
Profits are better than wages.
So wages make you a living. Profits make you a fortune. And how could you work on both a living and a fortune? He said, well, you could start part-time working on your fortune while you're working full-time on your living. I thought, wow. Now he said it's fun to get up in the morning. Not just getting up, go to work to pay the rent. to get up to go to work to make a fortune. First to make a living for the family, second to make a fortune. And he taught me how to make both a living and a fortune.
That's deep.
I learned how to make both a living and a fortune.
We all know these things.
And I found out anybody could do it.
He ain't saying nothing we don't know, right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be no millionaire working for somebody unless, you know, the person is like a billionaire and you kind of right close. You get what I'm saying? Right, but you ain't gonna be no real, true rich person working for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got to start your own business. You have to have people working for you, or you have to be. You know, you got the idea. So it's like whatever. That's why ultimately every time I get on live, I always tell people whatever your goal is, your dream is, your ambition is, you have to chase that bitch. Chase that shit with aggressiveness, fool. Like there's no time to waste. You don't know how much time you got. You don't know where. You don't know shit. All you can know, the only way for you to even know this is for you to chase that shit. And you got to chase that shit. Even if it fails the first time, try again. Try again and try again. And while you're trying, just be open to adjusting and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. You know what I mean? And I'm really big on telling you to go for what you believe in, man, because I feel like a lot of people settle just to feed, just to survive. So they settle and they sacrifice, they give up on their dreams. I've had conversations with a lot of older individuals and they say that. That's the thing they always say, like, bro, no matter how tough it is, even if you are damn near homeless, I promise you're going to always appreciate the fact that you went after what you loved as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, just going after being comfortable. Because when you get older, you just going to sit back and be like, bro, all this shit don't mean shit at all. I'm about to leave all this for nothing. Like, it don't mean nothing. I don't feel happy. I'm not fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? I've had those conversations. So just go for what you believe in, man. Like, you know, sometimes some of us just don't want to deal with the hardship. We want to live, you know what I'm saying? So some people are willing to sacrifice, you know, and some people are not. But you can only know if you do it. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, all right, let's keep going.
Once they get the information and it age,
Do you want to see how much money
I keep getting these ads right there.
over the last 2 years? That was
25, I started receiving this extraordinary information. Here's what he said: your income is directly related to your philosophy, not to the economy. I thought no one ever told me.
That's deep. It's really,
I kept hoping the economy would change. He said, no, your philosophy has to change.
It's your philosophy. Your here
I
changes
assured him that I
before
had my
this
fingers
changes.
crossed. He said, that won't help.
Mindset over reality, bro. I've said
Then
this.
what could I do to change my income and multiply it by 2, by 3, by 5, by 10, and then multiply by 10 again? What could I do? And he started giving me the disciplines and the process of learning the skills to change my life. This was an extraordinary man. Those were extraordinary times for me. Life-changing in every manner that you can imagine. But very simple ABC concepts. Here's what I learned. Not to search for the exotic until you've discovered the basic. And those basic philosophies that he shared with me during that time were life-changing. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Success is not something you pursue, chase, run after. Success is something you develop, something you become. You attract success. So the whole key to unlock all the treasures, whether it's economic treasures or spiritual treasures, financial, social, personal, every way you can possibly think of, is by your own personal development. Then he added one more, which is so important, and it's probably worth the price of the seminar. Here it is. What you become is much more valuable than what you get. What you become
It's much more
is much more valuable
than what you get. Makes sense.
The major question to ask on the job is not what am I getting here. The major question to ask on the job is what am I becoming here.
Like, what am I
Not
learning?
what am I getting, what am I becoming.
Makes
So it's
sense.
very important what you become. Because what you become attracts. If you become cynical, you attract cynicism. What you become attracts.
If you become cynical, you attract cynicism. If you put out negativity, you attract negativity. You become negative. If you're negative, you attract negativity, right? If you put out positive energy, you're going to attract positive energy, or at least positivity. it's just, I mean, we understand this, you know, the balance, you know what I'm saying? It's a law of the universe, right? So far that we know, there's balance. There has to be balance. You know, what we call karma. You know what I mean? All that. So it's like, do what you can and just wait. It might not come right now. What might hit you first might be some earlier shit that you done, but just wait, it's coming. You know, if it doesn't hit you, it might hit somebody in your line. Who knows? But everything is coming. You don't know how, when, but it's coming. That's hard. Man, everybody in here, man. This has been Morning Motivation and Vibes, the Wake and Bake with your boy Almighty on the Bro Talk channel. You know, Bro Talk is LA's home of positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? YouTube's, soon to be YouTube's #1 positive vibes channel. You know what I'm saying? Where we cover trending topics, react to, well, trending topics, as I said, motivational stuff like this, music. We have Q&As, you know what I mean, relationship stuff, all that good stuff. So if that sounds like something that interesting to you, hit that subscribe button, join the fam bam, which is what I call my chat, the fam. You know what I'm saying? Join the fam, you know what I mean, and all the other stuff. And yeah, but that's the end of the stream. To be honest, I've been up for a while. I'm about to probably go to sleep soon. I know it's in the morning too, but I have to do this, you know. But yeah, appreciate everybody on the stream. You know, peace and blessings, all positive vibes. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Stay mighty, because we are almighty.